welcome back to my 30 Days of Shakespeare. I hope you're enjoying all the different readings that I'm doing. If you are just finding this video randomly, this is me doing a reading of something every day this month to get more monologues and scene excerpts out on YouTube for actors that are studying them or students that are studying them. And I really want to encourage discussion in the comments. So anything that you think is helpful, anything that you've learned about the characters or anything that you think about the characters, please drop it below, because think about those people that are new to Shakespeare, that are coming here and trying to find out information because they have to do an audition or an exam. You will be helping them out. So my last video was about the Taming of the Shrew. And I encouraged discussion about the Taming of the Shrew and whether it's worth even putting on anymore. And I did Petruchio's soliloquy talking about what he's done to Kate, the horrific things he's doing to Kate. And so I'm going to do this video. Kate is going to, I was going to say get her own back, but of course she doesn't. This is her monologue talking about putting her hands underneath her husband's boot. I want to see what we find in terms of the language. I want to explore this in terms of what does Kate offer as a character, and maybe how is she feeling at this point? Is there any indication that she's being sarcastic or that she doesn't believe what she's saying, or is she completely beaten? Let's see what we find. I'm going into this pretty cold because I don't know this monologue that well, so let's see. Fie, unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frosts do bite the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwinds shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labour both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms, the day in cold, whilst thou liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience, too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband, and when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul, contending rebel, and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple, to offer war where they should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, you forward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason haply more. To bandy word for word and frown for frown, but now I see our lances are but straws. Our strength is weak, our weakness past can bear, that seeming to be most which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hands below your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready. May it do him ease. Okay, so definitely I don't think there's any sort of sarcasm there. I don't think you could play it sarcastically. I have seen it played where it's done very beaten down, but I think that's tricky because it becomes it's hard to do it in a sort of ironic way with that language. And you can, but it's a tough one, isn't it? Because I understand there's actually a lot of beauty in the language, and I think that's what's tricky about this, is that it's incredibly beautiful language. So if you're going to make it that she's saying it kind of as a broken down, beaten, and she's actually just kind of reciting it, it almost doesn't match the language, what I think, if that makes sense. So drop a comment if you don't understand, or if you disagree. That's great. I love different opinions. I'll just sort of rephrase that in case you didn't understand. When the language is so beautiful, it's hard to show the character feeling bereft of beauty. It doesn't align. It doesn't sort of, it doesn't seem to fit. And so my take on that is that this is just not, the way I think about it, is just not a play that's really can be related to, and it's not a play that's really needed in our current world. And, we've got a lot of Shakespeare. Do we really need another one? I love Shakespeare, but we don't need to put that out in the world. We don't need more voices saying that kind of thing. That's how I think of it. So hopefully it doesn't piss off too many people out there. Right. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.